Divine Spark, how you doing?
Hey.
Greetings, stellar ones. Nice surprise. Happy Sunday. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep saying it's a test stream. So
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
yeah, we're just trying to figure it out. So if we start streaming, we'll know how to do it when we're prepared. Um, so yeah, but we just wanted to hang out with people more and um,
Get to know you guys. Get to know the real ones.
yeah, and we get like so many nice comments on our videos, but
Yeah.
but we want to know more what people what you guys are interested in more than just the like favorable comments, which we really appreciate because we want to keep making more stuff but we work and the children and everything, so we're not we're not
as available. Like we're like dead tired all the time. Like
yeah
it's incredible that we've done what we've done. Like
yeah but and our head isn't in the internet world anymore as much. So we don't really know exactly what's going on, other than the Antarctica thing and everything was like a big deal. Who else is here? Thank you so much. Divine Spark said y'all look magnificent.
I love you. Thank you.
How's business? It's good. It's good. It's the same as it ever was. Children getting older, everything getting way more expensive. So
Yeah.
business is good, but
Inflation.
yeah. So yeah. So I work another job, and we do grounded extracts. Do you want to talk about what you do or no?
What I do?
You do stuff.
I do.
Yeah.
I help children.
Yeah. You want to go into that more?
I help children with special needs.
Yeah, she's a teacher's aide.
Yeah.
Um,
it's really rewarding.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, our two of our children are autistic. So, we have 3 children total. But Najla works as a teacher's aide for mainly like autistic children. So that's helped us a lot. She gains knowledge and insight on how to like work with these children and in a non like forceful way, and it's hard because they're not like normal and they don't respond to things the same. So it's just and they're more verbal now, but 2 of them were nonverbal for a while. So yeah, so it's all just like physical cues and emotional cues and facial expressions and everything like that. So
but their souls are like strong. They have such beautiful glowing souls.
Like they're there in their eyes.
So
but now
and I learn a lot from them because not every like there's most languages like nonverbal, and I learn so much from them.
Yeah.
From their beautiful souls.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it on Twitch right now too.
Yeah, we're figuring out trying to do other like things, and we'll download like an app or something so we can learn how to do it properly and like read the chat where I don't have to come up to the screen to see it. Yeah, Divine Spark, having children 24/7. Yeah.
Non-stop.
Yeah, the autism spectrum, and I don't even know. Like, I know people say there's a bunch of different causes for, we're not going to get into that on this stream, but just to touch on it, like, we have people in our family that, like, the autism thing it exists in people that are V'd or un-V'd or any of that. So we've gotten a whole, we have people that have that that had certain medical things done and didn't have certain medical things done. So it does seem across the board at this point. And then they'll say like, well, it's because it was just undiagnosed for all these years, but now everything is falling under the diagnosis. So so we're just trying. We're here, and it doesn't really matter at this point. Like they have it, and so we're just trying to figure out how to navigate now that we're here. And we never thought we would have these things. But it's also not nearly as tragic as some people talk to us about it.
Well, it is for some, and my heart goes out to them.
What I mean is the connection is there.
Yeah.
And so it's not. It's like it's not as you're bonding from day one. So it's still a seed that's growing into something that you're not just stepping into like a hard situation. It's I don't know if I'm making sense or not.
I don't know, but my dream is to do like more stuff like Murderdome. So
that's what we're trying to do. We're so busy.
If we had more time, like
if we had more time, we would do so much more.
Yeah,
and
free up to do stuff like
yeah,
that.
and you know.
So we could spend more time.
So yeah, and
Together.
yeah, that's what we're trying to do. That's what we have fun doing. Not just Murderdome, but any type of comedy, any type of like anything funny that kind of sheds light on things that we're all used to seeing. Some things are so outrageously a parody of themselves. It's like pointless to parody them. And it's silly to say that when we're parodying like the stuff we parody, because most people would be like, dude, the shit you're parodying is already a parody of itself.
Right.
So what's the point of that? And I'm like, yeah, that's true. But we have fun.
Yeah, it's because like laughter is like you need it in your life. Like everything shouldn't be so serious all the time. Like it's so good. It's so good for you. Like it's just healthy. So it's like why not? Why not laugh?
Thank you so much, Divine Spark. She said the Murderdome's hilarious and epic.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we enjoy it. We just get we just write things down over a long period of time, and then all the chat comments are kind of made up on the spot, and as we're editing, based on like facial expressions, that's how we come up with like what the chat is gonna be. So it's a lot. Most of it's like improv.
All right,
but there's general ideas. You're not figuring it out.
I don't know. There's all this stuff it's asking me to do before I can go live.
Oh, okay.
So I have no idea. I don't know.
YouTube's easy. Twitch is not, apparently.
It probably is.
It probably is.
It's probably just me.
Someone said, have you heard of the telepathy tapes? Yeah, we've heard of the autism like that. I think that world, I want to know more. So cool.
No, I feel like I've experienced that. I feel like they do know stuff.
Yeah, but it's also a mixed bag of like that Indian cult that was, you know, blindfolding children and getting them to do stuff, and a lot of that has been proven to be absolute nonsense, and them looking through, and the blindfolds not being like, you know, like, but the telepathy tapes I know are different. I think are different, but you know, I think there's truth in a little bit of truth in everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we are in a physical reality. Like it's great that they can like I have seen like one of our children is very weary around certain people just right off the bat, and I don't know if that's all children though, because our other children are super trusting of, you know, of the same people, but we feel the same way as one of our like children about certain people. Stuff. They pick up on not the best things sometimes, and they pick up on good things, and they'll gravitate towards good things. But overall, we're in a physical reality.
Yeah,
so
and they have to be able to function.
They have to be able to interact with the world, and people get very frustrated.
Yeah.
People get very upset. They think you're just dilly-dallying or you're spacing out when, you know, it's a whole other situation going on. So it does, in my opinion, just make things harder. Yeah. You know, like
overall.
It's cool if they have superpowers and stuff, but I don't know if
the communication piece.
Yeah, that stifles so much.
Yeah.
It's progress takes a lot longer.
Yeah.
I was extremely shy as a child, would hide behind my parents. Yeah, I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. I've heard of people who didn't really talk until they're like 6 years old, and I'm just like, I totally resonate with that. I totally understand that. And I see that happening with my children, and I'm just so grateful. But I know.
But ours has made leaps and bounds like in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Full sentences now, fully verbal.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he gets a little stuck, but he's now all of a sudden over that hill. And I'm so grateful because like some people don't make it over the hill. You know, and it's like nature versus nurture is definitely both, I think.
Yeah.
Like I get like the whole like, you know, people see children's behavior and then they, you know, they're like, well, who raised you? But also some children just come out with full-blown personalities. Like they could be like defiant or, you know, not from the jump.
So I would love to know what you guys think about all the topics that we cover. Like you haven't like not on this test stream, but like going forward, I would just love to hear your guys.
No, you can say whatever you want.
Oh, on the test stream? Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Sure.
I'm like super interested, and if you guys have any questions or if you have anything, and then I also would love to like branch out into other topics that because we are complex beings. We're not just only about everything that we've been watching and seeing in the flat Earth and globe corner. Like I love to hear you guys' thoughts on anything else that you're interested in, and I would love to just share.
I'm reading the chat on my phone. That's why I'm looking at my phone, by the way. We're awkward at this because we haven't done it before, so
yeah,
just bear with us. But thank you guys for hanging out. This is cool. Yeah, I want to, like, with the Murderdome or anything comedy, like, I'm always trying to parody something that, like, I just happen to get locked into, and I just don't know what I'm locked into anymore. I feel like everything is so done, kind of. Like,
I know.
I'm in that corner of the internet, like
oh yeah, in that corner. That's
yeah.
why, life is not all about just that.
That's why. We should do like Candace Owens.
Yeah, start branching
Steve-O,
out, looking at the rest of the world, looking at
yeah.
other topics, and I have so much stuff that I want to do, and then I make James do it for me.
That's right. That's right. Definitely more Murderdome. Thank you so much. And I we also want to do more of the Leo King stuff. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He calls himself the famous celebrity astrologer, the Leo King. That's his full title, the famous celebrity astrologer, the Leo King. And he's really aggressive and bitter towards his audience and people in general, and very upset while being about good vibes and positivity and light and love.
Hypocrisy.
But he always looks into the camera and he's like, because Jupiter's in your 7th, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I know, I can tell, but I can feel your energy through the stream. You're fucking not getting it. It's just always
you're an idiot.
Scolding and looking down.
You don't get it.
And I don't care about people opinions about astrology or about anything. It really doesn't matter to me. I'm looking at
behavior.
I think it's so ironic. That's why Owen Benjamin, all these people, these ultra aggressive people who spread positivity that talk shit to you, but it's so fascinating because in the comments people are like, I needed this. I needed someone to scream at me, and I go back to oh, you're nostalgic trauma.
Yeah,
person.
you're addicted to the abuse you got from your parents or your aunt or your uncle.
Yeah, and that was the only thing.
That means love.
You have no discipline whatsoever in your own mind, so it's you need a literal crack of a whip, or in my case, a crack of a wooden spoon. That's what you need to get going. So, but I don't know what changes that in people, or if that ever does change. But I've never liked it. I always turn things off when they got aggressive. In terms of someone talking shit to me through a screen,
And then every now and then we will.
But we try to do that as Murder, as Bryce.
Yeah.
I try to do that. I try to replicate it.
And to paint a whole scene, sometimes we will do people who aren't necessarily, displaying negative behavior, and you'll know.
Right.
The context.
The juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's Jack Talcott, who's friends with the I don't even know their names. Thorpes.
Oh, God.
The Thorpes. Hey, don't be so
sorry.
They're wonderful guests of his, he says, and they're just so fascinating to me. All these people that are about Jesus, and they're so insanely the antithesis of Jesus.
They have such an abusive relationship on the internet for all to see.
Everyone knows that. Yeah.
The father and the daughter is just crazy to me, and I'm just
all the sexual stuff is what put it over for me, because I thought it was all performative, until he made her draw "I love dicks" on her chest, on his daughter's chest, all this type of shit, and he's making her talk to this guy the horror maker or monger or something like that, where he's making the mom admit that she's a whore. He's like, we'll just be like, say that you're a dirty, XYZ, and they just do it. They just sit there and repeat what he's saying. And the dad is like, it's good for character building, and they should be more revealing and more sexual and all this stuff about his like teenage daughter. Anyways, so Jack Talcott like became good friends with these people apparently. I don't know. So, and Jack Talcott, I don't even know who he is other than like he's like a spiritual, like cult leader vibe, like positivity. Honestly, he seems like he would be great to have like a cup of coffee with, like as you're walking down the street, and just like if you don't get into anything.
He's been a great sport about the murder dome.
Yeah,
and
he's
I
been
love
so cool about us, roasting him on like the juxtaposition of like he lets these Jerry Springer people on his stream, and again, I'll watch anything. I'm not anyone we mention or parody. We're not supporting anyone or not supporting them.
We're just displaying behaviors.
Yeah, well, it's just fascinating to us that there's people out there that stream and like do spiritual streams, and they allow like the most toxic people to call in and say the worst thing. Just any Jerry Springer episode you could think of, and a lot of it's contrived, and I get that, and they do that for views, and I get that at this point.
Yeah.
But it's just so fascinating to me to have like people be like, you motherfucker, like back and forth, be like, just saying terrible like sexual insult and all this stuff, and then hang up, and then Jack goes back to the chat and he's like, brothers and sisters, welcome to the congregation. Like it's like, what the fuck church am I in, bro? Like, but that's also funny, and it's like, am I parodying a parody?
Right.
And that's what that Leo King told me he loved the Leo King parodies. But he said, fuck you because I know you talk shit about, like, he's like, I know you're talking shit by doing the parody. He said they were hilarious. His friend
almost
commented,
everybody we've done we've seen them laugh at
yeah,
it.
Winston told me,
Yeah.
He said it was kind of funny in text. He texted me. He said, bro, it's kind of funny, but everything you said was wrong. And
He was trying to do...
No, but I said, literally, bro, I was just repeating shit you said. Like, literally, the whole Murder Dome Globe Earth Flat Earth debate, I literally just wrote
Word
down
for word.
actual shit he
Word
said
for word.
from a couple streams before the summit, and then from the summit, I literally said
Yeah.
shit he said, and he's like, but you got everything wrong. I'm like, then...
Yeah.
I think you got everything
Yeah.
wrong.
And he also was trying to do a murder dome with you. Like, he was like...
Really?
Yeah, he was just like, oh, I think it would be cool, like, now that you poked fun at me if we did something together.
Oh, right.
And then, like, so we have all these people who...
Well, he told me, bro, you don't even know. People don't even know how funny I am.
Yeah.
So I was like...
Yeah, he said he was funnier than Owen
He
Benjamin.
could be. You don't know.
Remember?
He could be.
He said he was going to bury him.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Winston told me he was going to do an Owen Benjamin burial stream. After Owen Benjamin, like, calls everyone, like, a PDF file and all that. And I was like, damn, dude, he's turning in everyone's direction with that shit. And, and someone that's streaming to hundreds of thousands of people. This is why he's, I don't know. Some people say he's in, like, lawsuits right now for slander and just, like, trying to destroy good people online or bad people, doesn't matter. Just trying to destroy anyone that comes across this path that disagrees with him. And it's like, it's like, it's weird. It's weird. And he can totally, like, fuck people's online reputation up if that's the only area of the internet you're in, and you shouldn't be in that area of the internet in the first place. And so we just always hopped around everywhere, anywhere, and but anyways, so yeah, we're just trying to I lost track.
We were just talking about the people that we just the people we parodied, and like just their behavior, what they're doing on their streams, and how they react to the Murder Dome, and just stuff like that. And I just, like, Jack is the first one to, like, take it with, like, in stride. Like,
yeah, I was proud.
I'm really
of him.
proud of that.
I was proud of him, and I was like, see, and this is why I do like he does, like, you could totally.
Yeah, and then you
could totally smoke a joint with that dude, like, back in high school or whatever, if you know.
And then shout out to Jaren.
Oh yeah, Jaren. Yep, Jaren watched it, and he said he was laughing and he liked it and everything. and that was cool. But like people will parody will tell us that we're what's up, Mr. Miyagi, or Miyagi. Um, People will say like they like it privately, but they won't promote.
Yeah,
it
when you
publicly.
do it publicly, that's like everything.
Yeah, and I ended up doing with it because he like. It was just so ridiculous after the Antarctica thing. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks about shapes. I know people are obsessed with shapes and shit. And that's funny in itself. You know. Oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, so it's just been fun, man. It's been fun. But I respect people if they like something that they share that they like it. Like there's music that I like that I'm almost embarrassed by, but I add it to our playlist on YouTube because I'm like, but it is good. Like, and I do like it. So.
Boston Ray says he likes the rap.
Oh, which one? The Witsit one?
Yeah. It's so good.
Jeffrey Dahmer, Amanda Palmer, I be getting on it. Yeah, we tried to make it as stupid as possible. But, put everything into one neat little package. Yeah, if you guys have any questions or any insights or any suggestions about what you'd like to see, like, we do want to make things that people like. And, but lately we've just been making things that make us laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last Murder Dome, there's so many things in there that are like kind of just for me. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate you guys watching it. If you guys could like it and all this like typical YouTube shit, like, share, subscribe, and all that is like, that is literally what helps people's channels grow. And if we can grow our channel in any way,
yeah, like
that would be great. That would be great. So we can keep doing what we're doing. We would love to do this like full time, but we have jobs, so it's hard. It's hard to do it full time, and we got children, so
yeah,
which is another job, but it's the best job. But it's not for everyone either. Definitely not for everyone.
So I definitely want to figure out how to set up all the streams and do all that. Like I didn't come prepared with anything to talk about. Yeah, I just wanted to see how it works.
If people know, I'm a good rambler, but if people do know how what they think is best, I only know the names of them. I've never used them but I know StreamYard, Streamlabs.
Streamlabs.
And then that's all I know. So there's one with a duck. I don't know if that's one of those.
That's StreamYard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if anyone knows what would be, a good one.
Apparently OBS is really complicated.
Oh, what's up, London man? Thank you. He said, peace. What a lovely couple.
Wow, thank you.
Obsessed with truth, authenticity. Yeah, I try not to because this world is so fake, but I understand constantly seeking that out, what is real and no. Yeah. You guys see this? I painted that shit.
Yeah, sure.
No, it's a Roku background. It's pretty cool. Divine Spark. London man. Boston Ray, what's up? I want to know more. You think it was Benjamin? Who? Yeah, I want to know more. I think there's something to astrology in the Bible. That's how I can't remember his name. But he knew his brother, he knew his brother was Joseph from looking at the stars. Yeah, everything affects everything. And a lot of people say astrology and astronomy were one and then it got ripped apart. And I think that's interesting. I think, the three wise men story about, following the star, why would it have anything to do with that child if it was just,
The Bible literally begins saying, he put the stars up for signs.
Yeah.
Seasons. It's just it's right there.
Right, if you're into all that, but then if you're not into all that, you could look at all these other cultures that are definitely into that, Vedic cultures and Western astrology, it's everywhere. There's astrology everywhere, but there's also scumbags everywhere, and there's also good people everywhere, and there's also bad topics everywhere. There's a little bit of truth in everything, but who knows? It's fun. It's fun. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. This was so much fun. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you so much for coming.
Much love, Jack Talcott. What's up, man?
Oh.
Beep beep. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Jack said he's a fan of the channel and was excited to see a live notification. That is so kind of you, man. Yeah, I this world is crazy. So if we can, if we can figure out how to live stream and hang out with you guys more and get to know people more, that would be so cool. So yeah, it's so hard for me to do this. Please go watch our videos and like them and share them if you want.
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll make more. Like the more activity we get, the more we'll do it. And when we figure out the streaming, we'll do some more. This seems pretty easy, but
yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyways,
Thanks
thank
for
you guys.
hanging out with
All
us.
right. Much love, y'all. We'll see you soon.